Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Leighanne and I talk about books. So today we are doing another Top 5 Wednesday video. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Ginger Reads Leighanne and is currently hosted by Sam at Thoughts on Tomes. Both channels will be linked in the description as well as the Goodreads group so that you may participate in future topics if you so desire. So today's topic is your top 5 favorite polarizing books. And basically what that means is people either love it or they hate it. There is no in between for most of these books. So I have my list of 5 books. They are in no particular order, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. First, the book that I'm going to talk about is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. This is a book that I read late last year and I actually really enjoyed it. I find myself a fan of Neil Gaiman's writing style just in general. From the people that I have spoken with that have read this book, and really just a lot of his works, it's very, people either really love it or they really hate it. I think that it just has to do a lot with his writing style, not necessarily the story itself, but there you go. Next book that I'm going to talk about is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. I can 1000% see why this falls into 2 very distinct categories. And the reason for that is there are aspects of this book that are deeply disturbing. I'm not even going to sidestep that fact. I feel like the people who hate this book don't really see what this book is. I think that they're reading it on the surface level. I don't think that they're seeing the satire that it really is and what it says about society. They're just seeing those, deeply disturbing points and they're like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna happen. Again, if you take it at face value, I can see why you hate it, but I freaking love it. So next book that I'm going to talk about is The Gunslinger by Stephen King. I bet y'all thought y'all were gonna get a video without me mentioning Stephen King. Anyway, this book is the first in the Dark Tower series. It was actually published in 1982, I believe. So it was fairly early on in King's writing career, but I personally felt like this was a really strong start and introduction into the world of the Gunslinger and, the world of the Dark Tower. However, there are a lot of people out there that do not feel the same way. There are a lot of people that have read this book and solely based on this book have chosen to not finish the Dark Tower series. And if you're one of those people, I urge you to at least read Drawing of the Three, because Drawing of the Three is so good. I personally enjoyed this book quite a bit, and I actually think that I've read this book more out of any of the series. I want to say that I've read the 3, maybe 4 times now, maybe. But again, people either love this book or they flip and hate it. So I personally fall into the love category. And the next book is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. This is another book that I just read for the first time last year, and I was pleasantly surprised by this. Whenever I first finished it, it was kind of middling for me. It wasn't the best book that I've ever read, but it wasn't the worst. And as time has gone on and I thought about it more, the more that I find that I really did enjoy it. And I definitely do want to continue on with the rest of the series, which I have not read yet, but it was surprisingly political to me, and it was surprisingly also psychological, and I really enjoyed those aspects of it. But I think that that's actually the same reason that a lot of people don't enjoy this book as much. And honestly, most people that I've spoken to that have read this book actually really did not enjoy it. So I definitely fall into the love category, but I can definitely see why there are people that don't enjoy it. And there were a couple of things that definitely could have been improved upon, but I feel like it's that way with any book, but that's one of the reasons that this made the list. And the last book that I am going to talk about is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is the only book on my list that I actually did not really like. Again, this is a book that people either really love or they really hate. I am in the category, I hate this book. I hate it. I'm sorry. There, I said it. I hate it. And I hate it. One of the reasons that I hate it is because people keep trying to convince me that this is a love story, and I 1000% disagree with this. And honestly, I think that that is the dividing line between people that love this book and people that hate it. A lot of people that I have spoken to that absolutely adore this book adore it because, Heathcliff is this brooding, hunk of a man that he just loves Kathy so much. Fuck right off with your bullshit. Heathcliff is an asshole. I'm sorry, excuse my French, whatever. That is how I feel about it. And there is literally nobody on this planet that has been able to convince me otherwise about this. But honestly, that's one of the reasons that I included this on this list, is because while I really hate it, there's so many people that love it. And I've actually had some really good discussions with a select few people about, you know, why they love it. And it's really interesting to me to see the two different sides. So that is why I decided to include this. So that was my top 5 polarizing books. If you like this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.